This is Danny Cruz, and I'm doing an overview of the Dover Lights expedition this past Saturday, and gonna just do a brief explanation of what we did. The party was myself, my girlfriend Nikki, and my nephew Brandon and his friend James. So it was a 4-man group. We started on the bluff of Dover Lights, and I'm gonna zoom in to the TV and show y'all guys what we did. Anyways, the Dover Lights bluff is right here in this area. And I'm going to zoom in. Let me get the computer and zoom in. Oops, too far. How did that load up? I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, let's see if we get close enough. If you look real closely, you can see the road on Dover, or towards Dover Lights, going this way. Okay, and this is the actual rock wall that everybody goes to look at the lights. Okay. I zoomed in. You might be able to see it better. The rock wall is right here. Okay. That is where we started our journey. Now, if you've never been to the Dover Lights, what people are looking at is this area right here. Okay, the Dover Light starts right here, and you look down, and this is a valley, and Piney Creek, Long Pool is right here. Okay, and you're going to see a dome-shaped mountain right here. Okay, and what we did is we started at the bluff where the rock wall is. Zoom in just a little bit. And we hiked a 4-wheeler trail to this field. Okay, in the field we went about right here to the west, and there's another 4-wheeler trail that stops somewhere in the woods about right here. And then we started descending the mountain. And according to the GPS, now it's hard to tell the actual directions because the mountain involved several cliffs that we had to overcome. So what we did is we just took the best route, the safest way down the mountains we could. And according to my GPS, we did a little motion, something like this. We went northwest, and then we curved back down southwest, kind of like this, until we got to the bottom. Once we got to the bottom, we kind of did a circle, because somewhere around this area it was already nighttime. Okay, so we pretty much went down the mountain in the dark using, fluorescent lantern, flashlights, and a headlamp. So we was just using lights. But we did a circular motion. And my brother once told me that it can be very easy to walk yourself in a circle at night. Well, I believe him, because the GPS didn't lie, and according to that, we did a circle. Let's see, let me zoom in a little bit more. If you look really closely, you can see where this is the main creek, another small, like a bayou, slow moving creek, curves around like this. parts of it are dry. Well, we got to the bottom. We really didn't know where we were because my GPS doesn't really show a topographical map. So it just tells you point A, you travel this way, and you can backtrack back. Well, the problem with that is you can't go from point B to point A in this scenario because you have to climb back up the mountain, which would make it damn near impossible. When we got to the bottom, we was going through thick like cane, grass, and we knew we were at ground level, so to say, because we found remnants of a stream, and we actually camped out in an old creek bed that was sandy, which wouldn't be a good idea if it was raining or storming out. But at the time, we was very relieved to get off the mountain because it took us a little over 2 hours to get down the thing, and it was only 3/4 of a mile actually distance that we walked. Actually straight distance. We walked over a mile because of all the zigzags, but you know, from like here to here it was less than a mile, but it took us a hell of a long time to get to the bottom. Let me give y'all guys an idea of the kind of descent we took. I'm going to go to terrain, and this is a topographical map. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, so I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. That's as far down as I can go. This is Treat Road. This is where the expedition began. It's 1,400 foot elevation, and we went from 1,400 foot elevation all the way down to 600 foot. That's a long ways. It's not rock climbing, but it's hiking. But it was pretty tough for a hiking trip. Let's see how much time we got. Got a couple more minutes. Anyways, the basic idea of this trip was to try to see if the Dover Lights, if we could actually see them from ground level. Many people claim they're ghosts. Some believe they're UFOs. I've seen them before when I was in high school. I really didn't see anything significant in the lights. I thought they were campfires. But in this area, we didn't find any camping areas. The camping area is way down here. People are actually looking this way. You really can't see Longpull from the Dover Lights because there's a mountain right here that's covering it. But when we got to the bottom, we was actually camping in this area. So that was probably front row seats if we were to see anything. Unfortunately, we didn't see anything significant. Nikki seen a flash of light about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I asked her if it was a lightning bug, and them usually give off that small yellow light. But she said as she was on post, I had someone up, at all times because of concerns with mountain lions and bears, that she seen a flash of light coming from this direction. And it was real brief. It was like less than a second. And she said it was a white light that looked like someone flashing a camera. Now, what I questioned was that a trail camera? Like something tripped it and a trail camera went off. Well, I remember going in that same direction, the west direction, same area that she said that the flash of light occurred. We done scouted that about midnight, and just to get a head start on the next morning, and we don't remember any flashes of light from a trail camera. We would have tripped it off. So I'm fairly content it wasn't a trail camera. Now, is that evidence? No, because that's a personal experience. We can't use that as the evidence. All right, that's it.